Hello everybody, it is me Smilo here, and I am out here in the desert / my backyard, and today I am going to be showing you some skulls that we own. So we're gonna move right over here to Lynxer. Hey everybody, with 2 bobcat skulls that we have here, so we're gonna show you what we got. So we are here with 2 bobcat skulls, and as you can see, the one on the left is actually a real bobcat skull. It's covered in debris and it's actually pretty dirty. You could tell by the brown dirty color. And the one on the right is actually a mold or a cast, whatever you want to call it. So it's a mold that is based off an actual skull, but it's not the real skull. And then as you can see, the one on the left is a little bit smaller than the one on the right. So yeah, we're gonna go over these skulls and we're gonna show them to you. So the first skull we got here is an actual real bobcat skull, and you could see he kind of has a little bit of crud in his nose, if you can see that. And you can see he's kind of missing a few of his front teeth and a few of his bottom teeth. He's only got the bottom canines, and then he's missing the rest on the bottom jaw, and then he only has 2 right there on the top jaw. And then if you could see right here, his jaw is actually split in half, so it's actually split apart. And then you can see his fangs, and you get a look at the profile and you see his side teeth. Want to actually open up his mouth. Yeah, some vicious looking teeth. Yeah, take a look at those bad boys. Probably has a very vicious and very savage bite. Yeah, we got to be very careful with these because it's very old. We don't know how long this cat's been dead. Yeah, pretty cool bobcat skull. And then you could see the eye sockets in the back of the head, underneath. You can actually see inside the skull where the brain probably was. Turn it around and see the other eye socket. And take a look at the shape of the head, the skull, underneath. And then yeah, you could probably see on the inside. So yeah, pretty cool bobcat skull. So yeah, this is a real bobcat skull that was found out in the desert. Yeah, we could find bobcats out in this desert. See how the jaw moves, opens and closes. You can see that little bit of crud inside his nose. So yeah, we don't know how long he's been out there decaying and decomposing. Probably for a long time. And yeah, this bobcat skull is actually not the biggest one we have. It's actually kind of small, so it's uncertain to say whether this cat was full grown or not. Probably wasn't fully grown, or maybe he just stopped growing, but he's not the biggest, but still pretty impressive bobcat skull. So yeah, pretty nice skull, isn't it, folks? So yeah, this is one of the bobcat skulls. It's a real one, not a cast or a mold, and it was found out in the desert, because we're out in the desert where bobcats live. So yeah, this is the first skull, but let's move on to the second skull. We have the other bobcat skull, and this is not the real skull. It's just a cast or a mold based off the skull of the animal. So yeah, and it's much bigger than the first bobcat skull that we showed you. So let's go ahead and show you. Yeah, you could see his teeth, and you can also tell that this is a molded cast because it's pure white. So yeah, you could see inside his nose, and then take a look at those teeth. Yikes, very vicious teeth. And then yeah, you can actually take the jaw apart, and then the jaw actually connects right there. So yeah, you could see where the jaw connects, and let us know if you spot any differences between this skull and the other skull. Yeah, take a look at those teeth. And then we got the other side. Yeah, pretty vicious looking teeth. You can see where the bottom jaw attaches to the top of the top jaw of the skull. And then you can see the eye socket right there. You take a look at the profile. Look at the shape of its head. If you want, you can look at the back of it. You can see the inside where the skull connects to the spine. And that's probably where the brain sat inside. You take a look at all the holes on it. Get a view of the other eye socket, see the shape of the head, the spacing. Yeah, pretty cool bobcat skull, right? Yeah, and he's got a very vicious set of teeth. So yeah, this is a bobcat skull, the cast or the mold. It's much bigger than the first skull that we showed you. So yeah, we don't know if this one was full grown too, or if this is as big as he got, but still bigger than the other one. So yeah, this is bobcat skull number 2. These are our 2 bobcat skulls. The one on the left is a real one, and then the one on the right is a casted mold. So yeah, you can tell which one's real and which one's not, which one's bigger and which one's smaller. So yeah, these are our 2 bobcat skulls. And now we're gonna move on to Otis with his coyote skull. So now I'm out here with Otis and a coyote skull. So let's take a look at this interesting skull. So yeah, we didn't find a bottom jaw to this guy, but it is a real skull. It's not a cast or a mold, and you can tell that because he's missing most of his teeth. He's missing the ones right there. He's got one on this side, but missing the rest right there. At least he's still got his fang, which is kind of split in half. And we come over here, he's missing most of his front teeth except for one. And then this fang is kind of damaged a little. And then he's missing some teeth right there, but he's still got a little more on this side right there. And then you can see those ones right there, they're kind of loose. So yeah, this guy's missing most of his teeth. You can see the holes right there to where his nose goes. You can see inside his nose. So yeah, coyotes are wild species of dogs. So this is pretty dog-like skull. So you got the teeth, which he's missing most of them. Yeah, we don't know how many teeth he had left on the bottom jaw because we never found it. But you can see how long and narrow the skull is, his snout. So yeah, you can pretty much tell that this one is a real skull. You could see the eye sockets, the holes. See it right there. You could see the inside of the skull, where the brain goes, where the skull attaches to the spine, to the neck. Take a look at the shape of the head. You got underneath it, yeah, it's kind of a damaged skull, but this is the way it was when it was found. Well, let's turn this guy around. You got the other side of his head, the skull, the eye socket, the inside of it. And yeah, coyotes aren't all that big. They're not the biggest dogs out there. So yeah, when we see them, they're not as big as we thought they were, but still pretty cool animals. Yeah, take a look at this impressive coyote skull. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, definitely, Smilo. Pretty cool coyote skull. So yeah, this is our coyote skull. Pretty cool. And we also live out in the desert where coyotes live. Sometimes we see them running up and down our streets. So yeah, folks, this is our skull collection right here. A bobcat skull number 1, the coyote skull, and then the bobcat skull number 2. So yeah, for the last time, this one is a mold cast, not the real one, but still a representation of a real skull that was found, while these 2 are the real deal that were actually found out here in the desert. So yeah, we got a pretty impressive bobcat skulls and a pretty impressive coyote skull. And yeah, keep in mind that bobcats are actually twice the size of a domestic house cat. And then while coyotes aren't that big, they're still very dangerous animals and capable of attacking and inflicting some serious damage. So yeah, we got our bobcat skulls and our coyote skull. And feel free to check out our El Paso Museum of Archaeology video where Smilo and I got to see a Smilodon skull. So yeah, feel free to check that out because that museum has plenty of other incredible exhibits, so feel free to check out that video. But that's it for now, folks. We just wanted to show you our 3 skull collection of our bobcat skulls and our coyote skulls. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, share content, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys later.